Tony from Rudy's Travels. In this episode, we'll be driving to Indiana to pick up the hiker trailer, so stay tuned.
So it's almost 6 a.m. Got off the Long Island Expressway on the Throgs Neck, onto the Cross Island Parkway rather, heading towards the Throgs Neck Bridge. Get the heck out of New York, get over to Indiana, and stay overnight. First thing, pick up of the hiker trailer tomorrow morning, and then head back. And we'll do a camp out on the way back in the hiker trailer. Just me inside the trailer. I brought my, I don't have the foam mattress yet, but I do have an X-Bed. Self-inflating air mattress, which should do the trick for one night. Sleeping bag, pillow, or the camp chair. That's about it. Also, my Goal Zero we need to hook up to, so I have some 12-volt power in there as well. But it shouldn't need much. I'm just going to use it as a place to sleep, since I don't want to do the full trip on the way back in one day. Status check. I'm somewhere in Pennsylvania on Route 80, heading west. I've got about 250 miles left in Pennsylvania. This is pretty interesting terrain, going through a lot of valleys, cut through some mountains, I guess, things like that. So it's kind of pretty. It's much worse than New York. But anyway, it's a long trip, but the weather is gorgeous. I just got through several podcasts, caught a couple of overlanding podcasts. I'm going to switch over to some music, and we'll catch up with you later. It's still a couple of hours away. It's been a long day. Took a lot of stops. Really no rush today. Just want to get into the Columbus, Indiana region. A little bit after dinner time, get a good night's sleep, because then I'm going to turn around tomorrow and drive back to New York with the trailer. So that will be fun. And stop and do a first night of camping somewhere in Pennsylvania. Today is the day. Heading over to hiker trailer to pick up my mid-range 5x9 off-road XL, something like that. Should do the trick. Drove all the way from New York yesterday. Quite a long day, but it should be well worth it. Had a good night's rest here at the Hampton Inn. Made it. I'm here. Hiker Trail, Columbus, Indiana, 9 a.m. precisely. I'll go in and check it out, bring it out. I was here last time to check everything out. I flew out here from New York in February to look at the showroom, sign the contract, touch and feel everything. It's a much nicer day today. Wow, it looks fantastic. Let me tell you, beautiful. I love the wheels. Everything's great. Got the 4 bars. That's the, so now they have a model number, right? MXL 590. I figured all that out, see? All right, I did my obligatory walk around.
Welcome to West Virginia.
What am I doing in West Virginia? Didn't know I was heading to West Virginia. Check it out. Maybe that's why I'm in West Virginia. I thought it was in Pennsylvania. This looks like a nice big Cabela's. Plenty of gear, kayaks, boats, toys. All right, I think I hit the mother load here. This is quite a shop. This reminds me of the L.L. Bean shop in Freeport, Maine. A little bit, really themed nicely. Hopefully I can get some good gear. Looking for some new camp chairs. I'm sure they're going to have something nice here. I think they said to go up top. We'll climb the stairs and check it out. All right, got here to Bald Eagle State Park in Pennsylvania in the rustic campground. And we're doing a little off-roading. It's just a gravel washboard road. Just going to loop around, find my pass-through spot, put down anchor, go to sleep. All right, I'm going to turn around the loop. Should be just a few more. The trail, a few more spots. I think it's one of the only pull-throughs. I whipped out and got a pull-through my first night, so I don't have to reverse it. There's a few turns today, but other than that, it wasn't too bad. This is a pull-through. I'm going to pull through and double check, but I believe this to be the site. Looks just fine. Okay, so this is the first camping spot we got with the hiker trail. I pulled into the state park last night on the way home. As you can see, it's a pull through. Picked that, so I knew I'd be coming at night, my first night. And I figured I wouldn't have to maneuver and I could just pull out, which I'm about to do. So not a bad first night sleeping. Threw the sleeping bag out, air mattress, and went right to sleep last night. So take off and head home. Okay, leaving the campground now at 6 a.m. Didn't have curtains on the hiker trail last night since I just picked it up yesterday. So as soon as the sun came up, pretty much woke me up, which is great. I wanted to hit the road early, get through up to New York City and through the city, over the GW Bridge as early as possible, avoid the rush hour traffic later in the day, get home, try to squeeze this into my storage unit. I think it'll fit, but we'll see when we get there. But it was a good night in the trailer. Really simple, really convenient. Just pulled up, threw the sleeping bag out, the pillow, pumped up the air mattress a little bit, and that was it. Woke up this morning and jumped in the Jeep and heading home. Go find some coffee, hit the road. See you later. Okay, I'd like to start out with just getting a quick walkthrough on the hiker trailer. Got it home a couple days ago. Going to get it loaded into my storage unit shortly. And but before I start adding things and modifying and loading up gear, I wanted to get a nice clean walkthrough just to have. So what I got is the MXL 590, which is the mid-range XL 5x9. And I'll do a quick walk around on the side here. So I guess I can start with the roof bars. I ordered it with 4 roof bars. I plan on putting an awning on, I'm not sure which side, one of the sides, and then a shower tent enclosure on the other side. And I wasn't sure exactly where I wanted to do it. I also planned on making it a possibility to add a rooftop tent. So I figured I would need the 3 bars on top. So I have the 3 bars on top, spaced out for my rooftop tent, which right now is actually on my tow vehicle, the Jeep in the background over there. In any event, and the front bar would be help to support the awning. So I wasn't sure about what was going to go where, and I wanted to keep it adaptable going forward, so I did get the 4 bars. Let's see, on the side, I don't have the propane tank mounted yet. I did buy it, and I'm going to install it probably on this side. I just wasn't sure again, so I figured I would do it myself. Same thing with the work table. They usually put right on this side. I wasn't sure exactly how I wanted to mount it, so I bought it and just they gave it to me, and I'll install it when I figure out exactly how I want to do it. So in any event, the only other thing on this side is I did get the floodlight on both the passenger and the driver's side, as well as in the rear, and that's controlled inside. So we also have, as we go around on the outside, try to back off a little, we have the fridge box. I added that later on. First I was just going to get an XL toolbox, deleted that, decided the fridge box to give me the most adaptability. I'll probably put the fridge in there, although originally I was going to keep it in the tow vehicle, but I think at this point I'm not sure which tow vehicle I'm going to use. I'm either going to use this 2-door Jeep JL, or I also have a 4-door JK Rubicon, which probably would give a better ride and has a better towing capacity, so I'll probably switch to that. In any event, I did get the fridge box, but I'll have to wire it up myself. That's one of the first projects I'll have to take on. I didn't have them do any of the wiring. So moving right along, on this side again, the only other, we have the floodlight, switchable from the inside. And as you can see, I also did get the water tank, the 21-gallon water tank, and I'm going to install the hot water heater shortly. Again, not sure which side I wanted to do it. They would only do it on the left side, on the driver's side. I think I'm going to do it on the passenger side, but there's the tank down there. So I'll modify that on my own. And as you can see, there's the access port for the cold water on the right, on the bottom. And the left door is the inlet, the inlet and vent for the water tank, and then the NOCO for the shore power connection right there. So just going right in, I got the black doors. I got the passenger side door that's standard, and I added the driver's side door right here. Got it in black. Did not get the screen on the door or the screen door. Wanted to keep it pretty simple. Screens we obviously have on the windows, so that'll work out fine, along with the max fan, which I added. And I also have the 2 vents up here, which are billed as air conditioning prep, but no one seems to know about getting an air conditioning unit. There's some new ones coming out, so we'll have to see what we do with that. Hopefully I won't need the air conditioning. I don't plan on using any air conditioning when I'm camping. And by getting the door without any screens, we can use that to put a shoe rack and hold things like that. So inside, we got I got the shelf put up there. There's a good chance I'll probably add some drawer units on top, maybe right underneath also, but we do need to leave the bottom open for foot room. My wife and I are both pretty tall. Plus we have a small dog, Rudy, who's not here right now, who usually will sleep down there until he crawls back up towards our heads later in the night. So I'm not sure exactly what we'll do there, but anyway, we did get the latch doors for the cubbies up here on both sides. And as you can see inside here, these are the buttons for the floodlights on each side, and the USB and the switch and the voltmeter controller right there. There's the max fan up there. And on the back, we also got the cubbies on top with the closed off latch doors, and there's the pass-through. We also did decide to get the USB reading lights, which will give us, the reading lights, which will give us USB charging capability as well. So that's the inside, all pretty standard stuff. Come around back to the outside, and the nice logo on the back. So we got the 2-foot deep galley, and they have the water port down there, the water pump. I'm going to add a filter. Also going to add something to filter the water, a strainer rather, and also a water filter as well. And the electric is all run here, but I'm probably going to move it up here. I did not get their battery package. I'm going to use a Goal Zero 1500X that I have to power the whole thing. And I'll have to hook that up shortly as well. So there's the pass-through. Again, the floodlight, the switch is in on the inside. Everything's pretty straightforward. I have to figure out what I'm going to put where. And I guess the only other thing I just realized I did not point out was the solar panels. We had the solar panels installed in the front so that we can always charge the Goal Zero while we're driving. I may or may not put a 12-volt switchable lead from the tow vehicle back to the battery to charge it that way as well. We'll see how the solar panels do when driving. I also have a separate set of solar blanket that I'll hook up to if we need to when we're parked somewhere. But at least I know when we're driving we can get some solar top off on the battery. So I think that's it. It's a little dirty, a little dusty from the drive home. I did the first night camping in Pennsylvania and that went pretty well, even though I don't have the mattress yet. I have to work on that. So that's the hiker trailer, pre-mod, and we'll talk about the mods in a later episode.